Shiver me timbers. Talk like a pirate day this September. Use coupon code PIRATE14 and save 15% off booty at awesomedrinks.com. Arg.
Put down your orange peel. It's time to eat some flesh. I've got Ian Andrews right here.
Yeah, right
Pound of flesh right there. Street
in
meat.
the flesh.
And
Street
Pink
meat.
Floyd.
That's my other job.
Yep. And I'm Derek Schomer.
I'm street meat at night.
Nice. Today we're gonna do orange bitters.
That's the name you dance under.
Yeah,
It's a small club.
they call me street meat.
Yeah. It's really just streaming on the internet.
Yeah. It's not really a
Like the
club.
guy in True Blood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The little
Did
black
you,
guy.
have you seen True Blood?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do orange bitters. This smaller array, because I'm going with just the straight up orange bitters. You can get orange cream citrate by Bittermans. Great in 28s, kind of get some orange properties, but these are kind of billed as the orange bitters.
Orange bitters.
So we're gonna go with them. The trick behind orange bitters, and I kind of failed to mention this in the last episode for aromatics, is aromatics are very often used for whiskeys, bourbons, dark spirits. Orange bitters are typically used for the light floral spirits like gin, vodka. Definitely vodka, because goddamn, it has no flavor.
Yeah, it needs something.
Fuck yeah. And then anything around that are more of a lighter flavor type of thing, or any other place you want to use them. Sometimes combined, so they'll have an orange and an aromatic together, and that's always wicked cool.
Get all your
Tricky.
senses up in there.
This is Regan's number 6. So you can watch the long episode we did, which covers Regan's number 6, but the end result is this is the 6th recipe that actually made it, and Regan wanted to create
It's like
bitter.
WD-40. It was water displacement formula number 40.
There you go.
That's WD-40.
There's probably
Knowledge
dropped 40 times for them to get it right.
I'm more intelligent right now.
I'm only gonna be for a few minutes until I forget
I
it.
will.
But so Regan's is your pretty much industry standard because it's lower in price. It's like $6.50 on Awesome Drinks or something like that.
It's been around forever.
By at least 2006 or so. And then
Forever.
It's a while.
it's really was designed and inspired by Gary Regan to make something for classic.
We got some interesting Fee Brothers. We
We
got
didn't- you know what we don't have here, which is weird, is the West Indian Orange, which is the standard
did you
Fee
do
Brothers.
this is the
I don't
gin
know,
barrel
it's not up
aged, which is a seasonal that they did.
Right, that's a seasonal. I don't know if I have a West Indian.
Boy.
Huh. Weird.
All right, we got this.
We got that. That'll work.
We have bitter cube,
Yep.
You don't have
caramelized
bittermans either?
orange, coriander, and cardamom.
No, I don't have Bittermans. I actually don't have Bittermans, but I just got leaked on. Bittermans isn't technically a bitter; it's more of a shrub or a. It's not close. It's not
That's
as
why.
bitter as these are bitter.
Of course,
It's a citrate.
Angostura orange bitters, obviously
Yep,
because of the
Angostura.
label.
Hella Bitters, the
Hella Bitters.
Kickstarter guys who built the company around it.
And
Scrappy,
Scrappies.
the bartender that went into bitters.
And these aren't necessarily lining up with
No.
the right ones. We're
I
doing a
have no
blind
idea.
tasting. We wrote them down, but I don't remember what I poured.
And then we
I
shuffled
don't
them.
remember where they went. So
And then we
we're just
moved
gonna
them.
do the same thing we did last time. We've been doing with our blind tastings or our exploration series.
Oh, Exploration Series! That's what we call them, yeah.
Yeah.
My hands are sticky. One of these has sugar in it. And it's
These?
this one. No, because this is the one that just spilled on me.
Okay. So exploration
clear.
series, we do blind tastings and try to give notes, not pick winners.
It's not about the winner, it's
It's
about
not
the
about the winner,
experience.
it's about the experience, about telling you what the tasting notes are so that you can go forward and get the bitter that's going to make sense for the drinks that you're
Yeah.
making.
And you can prosper.
Yeah, go forward, live forth and go forth and prosper. Live long and prosper and make good drinks.
Right.
So we'll start with number 4, which we don't know what it is.
But it looks like water.
Looks like water.
Cloudy water.
It smells orangey.
I would hope so. The orange ones are definitely not nearly, they must not have the same bark that exhibits that darkness.
What's the difference between a bitter and a shrub?
The difference between a bitter and a shrub. Why are you asking me questions that should be answered by me? I can't remember.
I didn't. The chat room asked you because you brought it up.
You should
Yeah,
Google
you
it.
did, didn't you?
I did.
All right, that's
It's not a. I think a shrub is more. I don't really. I'm going to say this wrong, and somebody who knows about shrubs is going to correct me. One of these is another shrub. There's another shrub up there. Hellfire is not a shrub. One of the bitter mints is more of a shrub.
What do you think? That's kind of fleshy orange, but it's also got some zest to it. It's almost sweet.
It smells like an orange. It tastes like an orange liqueur with a bitter finish on it that I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting. Yeah, it's definitely more of a flesh than zest, but there's a definite dry tart finish, which is very distinct and hurts you a little bit.
Hurts your inner child.
Yeah.
Number 3.
It's like getting kicked in the front teeth.
Number
the back
3
ones.
smells orangey. Yeah.
Nice aeration.
Oh.
smells like 7-Up.
It's got some spices in there. What are the spices? Is that
Kind of dirty. It tastes earthy, like
yeah? There's some
weird
bark or
blood
something in
orange.
there.
Yeah, it's definitely got a dark
Like a
flavor to it, which I didn't expect to see.
or what do you think?
Yeah, there's some sort of vegetal orange. But that is like, it's very
Yeah, it's
mechanical.
spacey,
bassy.
as in earth.
Yeah, it's like the earth. It's like you sucked on the earth after an orange has been buried there or murdered. It's like a murdered orange. Oh, this was a little bit more regular.
Yeah, sweet and fleshy. I get out of that.
Yeah. It's got definitely. Oh, it's got a sweet that it draws into like a bitter, like all the way up the flat of the tongue. Like it's like sweet, and it like almost like a tide. It just goes away and leaves that.
Yeah, it washes
That-
over your tongue.
Yeah, and
leaves
then it's
the-
like sweet, sweet. Oh, bitter, bitter. All at once. Well, not at once because that would be the same time, but in phases.
It smells like orange seltzer.
Well, there is seltzer, but seltzer doesn't have a flavor to it. I see what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I'm getting some tartness
Like a
in
Fresca.
that. Yeah, Fresca. I like that tasting.
So this person says a shrub is a fruit base, usually sweetened before adding vinegar.
Oh, and it has vinegar in it. That usually does too.
Tart Fresca.
That's it's a tart Fresca. It's like a soda, orange soda.
Yeah.
Dry orange soda. So it's a shrub is a vegetable. Did you say fruit?
Fruit based. It's sweetened before adding vinegar.
We have a shrub up here.
Celery. Bitter and celery.
Oh, that's the one. No, Hellfire is an habanero shrub.
I thought bitterness was too. I mean, celery was too.
This is almost
I don't have
not
celery.
moldy. What's the word I'm looking for?
Moldy?
It's like musky.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Whoa.
Do you get that?
What the freak is that?
Has that cup been sitting for a while?
No, but that's really weird.
Is that right? You get what I'm saying? Like
No,
musty
100%.
kind of.
No, you know what that? Eucalyptus. Is that eucalyptus?
Is it?
It tastes like or aloe, or something in that. Definitely, I would categorize that as musty because I don't know what else it could be.
I don't know what else to say. Yeah, 6. Okay, this smells bitter.
We're doing. I don't know if you noticed this camera
doing
here,
bitters?
but we're doing a bitter.
Now this has like a
A taste of bitter.
it's got a standard bitter flavor.
Whoa,
like
but
a
it has-
cassis,
yeah.
is it cassis or something like that? You know what I mean? It's one of those bitter flavors that we tasted in New Orleans. Like that's distinct.
Yeah, it's almost actually has a little bit of the Creole like black licorice starriness. That is as close to like a southern Creole aromatic that I mean the citrus is like secondary to that.
It is. It's
bitter.
almost the bitterness comes in and the citrus plays in the back.
Yeah,
You want to see what they are?
yeah,
Okay, I'm trying to make this one a quick one.
yeah.
In contrast to our last few ones. So 4, we had a fleshy
Chopstick
with
on that
zest and orange licorice kind of thing, and that is the Angostura.
Oh, that's very different. See, I didn't know where Angostura was going to fit on that since
I had
they're
no
not
idea.
known for their orange.
3 had the earthy kind of cardamom flavor to it, and that is the Scrappies.
Oh, is that the one that was like dirt?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The next one was sweet, fleshy,
Okay.
transitioning to bitter, and that one's Fees. Yep.
Yeah, right when you said sweet, and I'm like looking
Yeah.
at what I have for options, like it's got to be
Sweet
this one.
makes sense. Yeah. Number 5 was tart like Fresca. Regan's. That was the correct answer. We're looking for Regan's. Okay, our musty orange and eucalyptus flavor.
I'm gonna go with this.
Yes.
because this is the only one that out of all these I haven't had a lot of experience with.
And then, which leaves our bitter Creole-ish to the hella bitters. There must be
Hella
some cloves in there or something.
Let's see what they say. Water, alcohol, caramel, citrus peel, gentian roots,
Gentian.
and spices.
Gentian. That was one of the things that we tasted.
Yes. That I wouldn't have guessed. That's actually very dynamic for an orange bitter.
Yes.
But it didn't have a lot of orange to it.
So there you have it.
Citrus!
Those are our tasting notes for the orange bitters.
Now, what you need to do is you need to go find one that fits your your category. If you're looking from a price perspective, this one's a little bit more money. West Indian Orange, oddly enough, is the one I don't have here. Yeah, you think I don't have enough of these ones.
I know, right? If you're looking for some actual price comparisons, what you should do is go to awesomedrinks.com where these are sold.
Just type orange bitters.
And you can type in orange bitters and they'll all pop up. All the orange bitters that Derek sells is going to be
This will be the cheapest. The West Indian will probably be right next to it. This one's double that. This one's, I think, in the $12.99 range. These guys, that's $20. That is around there, and this is around. Well, this is half that because it's half the size.
Yeah,
but
makes sense.
Equivalent in price of the artisanal level of bitters. But each one apparently can fit in its own realm. This one I think will fit more. I would almost go with this for a classic.
Yeah.
Because it has so much.
You could do like an
properties.
old fashioned or something with this.
Yeah, this would probably fit on both ones that call for aromatics and call for citrus.
The cool thing about doing that with an old fashioned is when you zest the orange and everything over the drink, everything, you're getting that little extra orange on there too if you like that flavor. So
this is true. But all of them are pretty good. This was the Fresca, huh?
Yeah, I'm not surprised because that was like a tamer flavor. Remember?
That's true. Yeah, it's not gonna rip off your face.
Something that's also worth mentioning before we go.
Were the my notes?
I looked at the notes. U.S. Bartenders Guild for New Hampshire. If you're in the New Hampshire area, hit Derek up. He's trying to form a New Hampshire chapter of the U.S. Bartenders Guild.
Right. You have to sign up.
You got to sign
Your commitment's for a year. You have to give me $100. Well, you give the guild $100. I just have to, at some point after you've signed up, stage one, the next one would be to actually sign up to be part of the guild once we've got a charter for it, and then you're in. Then not only do you get to meet up with us and Ian, because he'll be part of it, we can all kind of hang out and do things that you do as USBG, from any type of events you can hold, seminars.
Might be able to mingle with the Kurd since he's USBG Massachusetts, right?
I've heard that there's, and whether he would or would not, but if this chapter works out, he may consider transitioning over to ours, so you can see all kinds of people there. Plus, learn a whole lot of crap. You don't have to be a bartender. You can just be enthusiastic.
Yeah, exactly. We're not bartenders.
Right. And you can get into it. And then maybe if you do want to be a bartender, it's a good step.
Absolutely.
If you're a USBG member, you're looked at it differently than if you're just a...
So go to the website for the United States Bartenders Guild, check out the rules and everything, see what's involved.
Send me your name, and I'll write it down. And then, lastly, the other thing I want to do in November is I want to do a fan appreciation month.
Appreciation, because we appreciate you guys.
Right. So as part of that, there's a couple things I'd like people to do. Is I want people to send me a little blurb of like how you found us, if we've changed your life in any way, or whatever it is that we've done.
Preferably for the better.
I've become an alcoholic and my family has left me. You've changed my life.
Don't even write to us if that's the case.
Right.
We don't want to hear that.
But okay,
we won't highlight that.
If you want to draw out a whole story for it, I'll summarize it in some cliff notes to read on the show in November. So November, my plan is I can have, maybe every episode, or depending how many of these we get, once a week or whatever, we can read off. This is this fan. This is their name. This is where they come from. Tell you where you're from.
What's great about this is we're kind of like radio personalities, right?
We'll read your name. We'll give out your address.
Right.
If you want to include your social
people,
security number.
Everything about you. You listen to the radio. Like I listen to the Morning Buzz. You listen to the Morning Buzz too. You get to know the radio hosts pretty well. They have no idea who we are.
And if you walk up and meet them, they're like, "Hey!" They know you because they know who you are, but you have no idea.
So what's cool is we'll get to know you guys a little bit more if you send in your. Some information about you, and we can share it with everybody else. And
like we said, credit cards, social security.
Credit cards. Well, speaking of those, I also want to I'm going to go through all the lists of everybody who's donated and do some shout outs to all the folks that have sent money, people who subscribe monthly, especially on patreon.com/CMC. If you want to, you can go to everydaydrinkers.com/donate, and you can send a one-time PayPal donation in. If you want to, totally optional. If you want to donate $30, send me either your name, and a cocktail recipe you want done that I can make. And if people are going to donate $30 or more that month, I will make your cocktail. We could do that. And if you have a YouTube channel and you want to pimp your channel,
cross promotion time, people.
You can send in a cocktail and a little bit about your channel. We can check it out. For people like Eric Thoreau and Peter Herrera, who they're always on the show anyway, they'll be
Simply
included.
Made in Spirit Cocktails.
Yeah, they're some of our higher buyers in the store anyway. So if if you're already there, we know who you are, then you'll get your shout outs anyway. But for those that are looking to be known or show something off or have a recipe and they're like, I wish these guys would make this, but they get 700 recipes. How do I get mine done before everybody else's? Donate $30.
Because there's some regular contributors out there who regularly contribute some pretty decent drinks. Kyle comes to mind. I just got Three Stooges.
That's what I was thinking. That wouldn't work. So that's Fan Appreciation Month.
That's what's coming up.
We're gonna make some cocktails.
Cocktails, finally.
Oh, damn time.
We're teaching you how to bitter.